Are you living the Delaware Beach lifestyle? You can't live at the beach and do nothing. This up-and-coming year-round area has lots to offer. Find out where to eat, play, and serve. Living the ultimate dream.
All right, welcome to the 302 Lifestyle Beach Podcast. We got Scott in the house with Money Mailer. If anybody has ever gotten anything in the mail or you live around here, you've gotten a Money Mailer. And I don't know about you guys, but me and my wife just love it. We get all kinds of deals and specials, and we're always needing something done around the house. And there's always a business in there that we can use and has a great offer or deal. I know as a business owner ourselves, we've even started looking into advertising on there. So, man, guys, this guy has been around the area. He was a manager down at BJ's and was running the whole store for a lot of years, and ended up buying this Money Mailer and has really taken off with it and made it one of the best, I believe. And Scott, tell us a little bit about what caused you to want to get into this, and a little bit about the Money Mailer.
Well, most of my career was in retail, so working with people face to face. The last 10 years was at BJ's Wholesale Club, so I not only got to work with, the average consumer, but I also got to work with businesses, and it was just a very easy communication issue to hear people talk to them and all. And I always wanted to work for myself. So lo and behold, it kind of fell into my lap. I got a phone call from a high school buddy who owns the Money Mailer franchise up in Newcastle County. He had owned it for a couple of years and said he had heard from the owners down here that they were looking at getting out after 30 years.
Jeez.
And I started the conversation. So it kind of was just kind of fate. I'm the middle class success story in America. Work hard, build a family, have a wife, white picket fence, that type of thing. So it's been very, very good ride.
That's awesome, man. Now, diving a little bit into the Money Mailer, talking before the show, it's kind of had, 30 years. I'm sure people get into like a routine of how things go. But when you got into it, you kind of changed things up a little bit, and it's really blossomed into a better service and industry, right?
Yes. So the automation over the years has made it much easier to work through artwork, which we build about 90% of it right here locally. We have one artist in-house who runs everything for me. Her name is Carol, and if anybody works with me in the future, Carol will be their point person on a day-to-day operation.
Carol's in there somewhere. I saw her.
Yeah, she's super nice here. So, and we're pretty relaxed, but she stays us on point, and we put out a mailer to homes around the area every month. What I was able to do with the growing economy down here, as well as the housing market, is I added an extra 10,000 homes down in the Bethany area. So I expanded the footprint of Money Mailer, and then we when I was looking at purchasing it back in 2016, they were mailing about 9 or 10 times a year. So we took that to 10, and then I took it to 11. So right now I mail January through November. And here, the franchise I'm in charge of from Milford and Dover down to West Ocean City mails 100,000 homes a month.
That's a lot.
Throughout Delaware, we hit about 230,000 homes a month.
Wow.
So there's 3 franchises.
Okay. Yeah, that's big. That's a big area. And so now as a homeowner, what do people expect? Now I know we get it, and some people move into the area. What can they expect to find in the Money Mailer?
Well, one of our favorite contents is restaurants, and we have everything from Popeyes down in West Ocean City to Sodell is a big advertiser for us. So we just did Bayside, or not Bayside. What's it called, Carol? What's Baywood up on Route 24. Baywood just advertised for their restaurant, and So they have 11 or 12 restaurants around here, and they float those through. Pat's Pizza up in Rehoboth and Lewis area is a big advertiser for us. So a lot of my clients have been with me 8, 10, some up to 15 years. So they've consistently seen the value of putting their name in the money mailer. We take care of rotating their content and putting extra specials on there, and on the day-to-day operations of sending them out. And then we've expanded into digital content. So now it's not just a mailer anymore. We have an app. So all you have to do is type in Money Mailer into your app store, and it pulls up all my content. The beauty of it is anybody who lives over in Baltimore or Philadelphia and travels here and has the app, the app will follow them. So they'll see the content here. So if they need somebody to clean their rugs in their rental unit, they can look up Stanley Steamer and call them right from my app. And then we also have Money Mailer, www.moneymailer.com. So.
Wow, Scott, that is huge. I didn't know. How come we didn't know there was an app? That's awesome, man. So as a homeowner, it looks like you can pretty much find, if you're looking for anything to do, go eat, especially, or around the area, especially if you're just moving here. This is coming out monthly, 11 months out of the year. And you have the app and the website, so even if they haven't got it in the mail yet, they can log in, download the app, get the Money Mailer website up, and before they do anything, just kind of go in there and see what kind of deals, specials, or companies are advertising in there. And as a business owner, it sounds like there's so much value, and you have so many properties that and homeowners that this is going to, that it's kind of a no-brainer to get going in this. And now that you've expanded into the digital market, oh man, that's like unlimited space.
Yeah, if I get one complaint over the 4 years that I've owned it, it's why don't I get the Money Mailer? So now with the app and all that, it's just a couple keystrokes away, and they can get all the content that we have locally, and that has solved that issue right out of the gate over the last 3. So.
Man, so you're in the 302 area, so this is the 302 lifestyle here, and you've been here quite a while, and you've been around a little bit. So what's some of your favorite things to do around the 302?
Well, one of the things that my wife is from the Midwest, so she's from Indiana, and when we lived up in Newcastle County, and I was again working retail. And they were talking about opening up the BJ's down here in Millsboro. How I sold her on it was that we could live relatively close to the beach. Something that she didn't really grow up. She grew around water, but she didn't grow up around the beach. So we had 3 kids. So they were young at the time. Convinced her to take the leap of faith. We moved down here. I opened up the BJ's, and we lived literally 2 miles from the totem pole in Bethany Beach. So as the kids grew up, they could ride their bikes to the beach. The drive on is probably one of my biggest attractions down here. So buying the beach tag every year, always having a vehicle that we can drive on. We could get 10, 15, 20 cars that are all affiliated together through baseball and football and all the activities that we did with the kids down there, fishing, playing cornhole, and just having a great time on Sunday afternoon. So that's probably one of the biggest attractions for me down here is the beach.
Yeah, I have to say us too. Are you a Jeep guy?
We have a Jeep. My son drives a Jeep, but we have a Silverado that we currently take on the beach.
That's funny.
And with a big open space in the back, you can put all your grill and you can put everything back there.
Yeah, that's perfect. So, little side note: my wife is from the out west, California, Vegas. And so I brought her out here in the summertime. My family moved to Lewis, and I kind of tricked her into coming out here because winter time came. This is like 10 years ago. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden there's nothing here. She's like, what did we do? But then you kind of fall in love with it, and you just really get to love the people. And now it's more of a year-round area. So
well, when I started down here in 2008, now my family's from down here. So I'm born and raised in Delaware. And my family's from the western side of the state, over in Bridgeville, Seaford, and all, and farmers for years. So I was familiar with the beach when I moved down here, and the when you're getting into tricking her to come to the beach, it was, you kind of fall in love with it. And it used to be a seasonal thing. Like you said, that the snowbirds would leave and go down to Florida, and now they don't do that anymore. It's a year round event, and the specials at the restaurants, just about every day out of the week, you could find somewhere to get 50-cent oysters, 50-cent wings, just a lot of specials, and really makes the winter worthwhile.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with all that stuff, and I have seen too in the money mailer, especially the specials and deals that start coming around after the tourists leave. So especially people moving in here from all these different cities around here, this is a perfect time to jump in on the money mailer app. It sounds like, because the tourist season's over, everyone's here, and lots of deals and specials. So I'm really loving this. So in business, what's one of your biggest mistakes that you've made in business?
Well, biggest mistakes. Probably one of my biggest challenges, I don't know about mistakes, is when I'm a people pleaser by nature. So one of my difficulties working through retail and being a manager and now owning my own business is that sometimes I'm probably not aggressive enough to really take somebody when they're at a point of making a decision and twisting their arm into making that decision. If I present them with all the facts of how they can be successful and what I can provide them and all, I want them to make the decision on their own. So probably that. I wish I was a little bit more aggressive. But in my retail career as a people pleaser, what I did was surround myself with managers. And one of the reasons that Carol and I work so well together is she keeps me in line, and she's always that little devil and an angel on my shoulder giving me advice on this or that. And we have some big clients. I mean, I have clients that advertise 120, 150,000 homes every month, and getting their product out there and in a right way, and their offers, and in hearing the success stories and reading them online on their websites and testimonials and all is really a blessing.
Wow. So it sounds like, and this is the mark of a great leader, I think, based on the stuff I've been reading and learning, is, taking the realization that, I don't know everything. So leaning on, I feel like a great business really depends on a great team. So it sounds like you have other people in your life that you kind of lean on and trust and talk to. And then, that's awesome, man. And you have a lot of responsibility too, because these people are really depending on you to help them with their businesses, and then also the residents. Looking forward to everything that you're sending every month. Man, this is really cool. And just being a local, I think people can really appreciate the area and going on the beach and everything. Good stuff.
Yeah, one of my challenges in working with business owners is that sometimes they think of my product as junk mail. So, they see the postcards and they see other products that come in the mail, and sometimes they don't really evaluate it as, hey, he's a local business owner as well. He's been down here for 30 years. We know him. So that's a challenge for me every day, to work with a mom and pop pizza shop to make sure that I price it accordingly, so I don't overprice it, because they don't need 100,000 homes to be in. It's more concentrated for them. So that's my biggest challenge over the last 4 years, is making sure people know that I'm a local, content. And then I also work with Habitat for Humanity, so I do some advertising for them to help get their donations. I'm on the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce board, and one of their directors. So I'm trying to give back to the community a little bit, and some of the organizations.
Ooh, that's great. Actually, funny story is our business. We have a cleaning company, That Guy with the Broom, if anybody needs a cleaning service. But we're actually looking at Habitat for Humanity to volunteer at here soon. So I was actually just having somebody look up who to contact and stuff for that. We do something every year.
Yeah, Kevin Gilmore is amazing here in Sussex County. Again, in my previous retail career, I had two single moms that worked with Habitat, and it's a passion of theirs to help educate the family to make sure that they're fiscally responsible before they get into the low interest mortgage into their own home. And it just changed their lives to watch a single mom with their kids move into these. And my employees just all rallied around it. So they volunteered their time. I know I was there helping put together a garage door, which is not in my forte
awesome.
of doing things, but hey, you follow direction, and it came together in just a short period of time. It was neat seeing their lives change, and the harmony at Habitat working towards that it's kind of changed my life. And my son's in college now; he's down in North Carolina, and he's working with a couple of fraternities, and they went out and volunteered at Habitat, and just seeing it kind of give back is a nice thing.
Yeah, that's cool, and we love volunteering and doing stuff. Yeah, cool, man. So if you guys haven't already known this, check out their website, moneymailer.com, and I guess they have an app. So is that Money Mailer, just Money Mailer Delaware?
For the app is just type in Money Mailer in the App Store.
Okay.
A couple other products and things that I have. So if you want to see my website, if you're a business, it's moneymailerdelaware.com, and that'll take you right there. You'll see my picture on there and all my contact information and my maps and all, where I mail. And then I have also a new logo shop. So if any businesses need shirts, or if you need shirts for an event, if you need placards stickers on the floor, you need dispensers for sanitizer, and it can all be personalized to your business. That's something I just rolled out. So you just type in moneymailer.logoshop.com, and it'll take you right to a site where you can order anything for your business.
All right, guys. So we will put all those links down below. So if you guys are looking to connect with Scott and Money Mailer and take your business to the next level, check out those sites. And if you are a homeowner or someone living in the area, moving into the area, and you're looking for some great deals and great offers and great businesses, you can check out those places as well, and we'll put all that stuff down below. All right, so lightning round. You ready?
Okay.
All right, what is the best book, tool, or software that you've come across in your life, not just with business, and why is it so great?
Well, the power of zero. About 2 years ago, I turned 50, and you start thinking of the next chapter in your life, which is hopefully eventually retirement. And somebody turned me on to the power of zero. And what it is taking, any savings and retirement funds and anything that you've worked with in the past, and trying to make sure that once you reach retirement age, that you're in a zero tax bracket. It's very challenging. It takes a lot of steps. It's a short read, but it'll open up people's minds if they have any kind of 401k or IRA or anything that they've done over years, especially when you get into your late 40s and 50s. And it was instrumental. So I've been working on that since I'm 54. I've still got another 10, 15 years to get that buttoned up, but the power of zero.
Oh, I think a lot of eyes just popped open because this is one of the biggest retirement areas on the East Coast. This is one of the most visited beaches in the northern beach section. So, wow, that's great. And I might not look like him. I'm pushing 40, so I'll check out that book.
Not too late.
Cool, man. I love it. So actually, we'll put that down below too, so people can check that out. And what is the biggest myth business owners need to know the truth about?
The biggest myth that I guess the biggest thing is that business owners are people too. So it goes both ways. So you have the consumer, and you've heard it for years. The consumer's always right. But on the flip side, you have employees, and they have to be respected as well. So I think it's a myth that the people on the other side that are giving you the services and the food and all that are not people too. And I think everybody really in the environment we're in right now has to take a deep breath and be patient and be respectful.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, a lot of energy and time and hard work goes into the other side of that coin. Love it, man. And what is one question I should have asked, and what's your answer?
What was the question?
One question I should have asked.
Oh, one question you should have asked. Oh, I don't know. In watching some of your podcasts, I think we covered just about everything. I mean,
there it is, folks.
Yeah, I mean, you did a great job.
Great, Scott.
I'm excited to see you and Daisy and follow you now that we've connected on LinkedIn and Facebook to see how your business works. And down here, with a lot of the locals only, you can refer people just lickety split and get their name out there.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that relationship.
This place is passionate about connecting and people, and love it, Scott. Scott, it was so great to have you on and meet you, and hopefully this is a long-term relationship. We'll get to have you back on sometime. And guys, if you're looking to have the 302 lifestyle, this is definitely a must. You got to check out the Money Mailer, and if you're a business, want to take your next level, check it out too. But Scott, it was great having you on, and in the meantime, guys, keep living that lifestyle. Thank you.
Thank you, Dylan.
Wish you could spend more time having fun and less time with chores? Go to 302beachtalk.com to get $20 off a home cleaning. You'll be entered to win a completely free cleaning. Eat, play, serve. Sponsored by That Guy with a Broom.